I think I made a very big mistake buying a manual M240i. Let me explain. Now, if you didn't know, this is my manual M240i, and a lot of these M240i's come with the ZF automatic gearbox. And while we're talking about automatic gearboxes that BMW produce, the ZF Autos and the DCTs in all the M cars, they are unmatched. And truthfully, since driving some of those autos, I feel like I've made a mistake buying a manual M240i. You see, the automatic gearboxes, especially when they're tuned, they don't hesitate, they shift faster and they downshift faster. They're incredible boxes. But here's the catch. I fixed this on my M240i. Let me show you guys what I've bought. Now, a few of you might be thinking that I've automatic swapped my manual M240i, but no, it's better. Now, this thing, it was sent to me by my friends at CoolerWorx, and if you guys know anything about CoolerWorx, you'll know that their shifters are unmatched. So here's a sneak little peek of what I fitted. You guys can hear it, and then I'll show you. Here we go. Hopefully you can hear that. The shifting noise of this M240i has now gone up another level. And by the way, this isn't broken. This is exactly how this shifter is meant to sound. Let me show you guys. And here we have it. The full CoolerWorx carbon fiber Pro Shorty shifter. Now this thing is not quite finished yet. As you can see, it's unfinished purely so I can actually show you guys how this thing works, and the noises and the shifting speed that this thing has is unreal. Honestly, this is the best thing I've ever put on the car. Now, truthfully, I don't even think DCTs are going to be able to keep up with how quickly this thing shifts. It is addictive. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back a couple of days when I received this shifter. We're going to unbox it, see what's in the box, and then we're going to fit it onto the car. Now, I've fitted these shifters before on previous cars, but never to a manual gearbox to BMW. So let's get this thing unboxed, let's get it fitted to the car, and then we'll be able to see what this thing actually shifts like driving the car. Now, trust me, you can already see the smile on my face because it's already a 10 out of 10, but you guys have got to see it, and I promise you, you'll want one of these on your manual BMW. Now, this is the part I am most excited for, actually unboxing this box. It comes in a little handle for you guys to carry it around with if you wanted to actually do that. But yeah, let's now open the box and see what is inside. Very excited for this. Oh, straight away, we've already got some cool stuff. We've got a few stickers and a little leaflet. Let's unbox this all. And now for the most exciting part for me. So one of the really cool extras with this, before I show you the actual full CoolerWorx shifter itself, is the fitting kit, which I opted to have as well. Now this fitting kit is actually really important and really cool to have. I'm not sure if you actually 100% have to have it, but inside here you'll see a kind of custom made aluminium kind of housing, which will then bolt straight on to the 2 Series chassis and kind of hide all the imperfections and keep it all looking really kind of stylish and cool. So it kind of sits like this in the car, but obviously we will finalize this when we actually install it in this video. And now for the part everyone has probably been waiting for, actually seeing the carbon fiber short shifter itself. I mean, look at this thing. Let's get some light on this so you guys can actually see the weave. And yes, this is actually made from genuine carbon fiber. This isn't your fake stuff. This is all legit and looks absolutely amazing, even in person. Now, I did opt to have the black shifter at the top. I feel like it kind of just went with the whole thing itself a lot better. But as you can see, we've got the rest of the shifter here. It looks a little bit complicated to start off with, but we will get this fitted and be able to see it in all its glory. So yeah, that's the unboxing done. Let's get this on the car. Now, I'm going to be working this out all for the first time, and we are in the car, but I'm guessing we've got a little bit of stripping down to do console-wise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a start getting all of this stuff off, slowly removing like my gauge here, this Alcantara piece, maybe this piece here, working it out as I go, and then we're slowly going to be installing this, which is going to look beautiful. And I'm so glad I actually went for the black knob at the top to actually match the rest of it. When this is sat in here, it's going to fit so well. And we've got carbon fiber there, carbon fiber there, carbon fiber. It's all going to blend in with the black theme of the car really well. There we have it. I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of ASMR of me fitting and taking apart basically all of this console to fit the mounting plate and then fully installing the CoolerWorx. Had to trim the carpet a little bit, but now that everything is reassembled, it doesn't look too bad. You can see the amount of stuff that has to be removed to fit this in is quite crazy, and I somehow remembered to put it all back correctly. Here you can see me just quickly testing the shifter. I couldn't wait any longer to see what it sounded like. Now these particular shifters, they need a little bit of fine tuning to get them to shift exactly perfectly, which I'm still in the making of doing. So if you guys have any tips for actually perfecting the shiftingness of these, if you fitted one to yours, then let me know in the comments. But apart from that, you can see we've got another lovely day in the UK where we can put the full 460 horsepower to the rear wheels and spin everywhere, but hopefully be able to enjoy some of these shifting noises, but to be able to see how close and compact this actual H pattern of this manual M240i gearbox is now. But before we hop in the car, we've got to clear up one little question. You guys might be wondering, why not just buy a ZF Auto and maybe do XHP to get it to shift quickly? And there is some method behind the madness as to why I bought a manual M240i. And the reason is my location. Where I live here in the UK, it's a lot of kind of country roads, engaging roads, a lot bigger than this most of the time. And an automatic just didn't do it justice for me. If I lived in a big city, I would 100% have an automatic. But where I live, I couldn't justify not being able to have the fun, engaging moments that you can have with a manual. And another good thing about this CoolerWorx shifter is I haven't had to cut or damage anything regarding the actual console or the gear linkages for this M240i. Now, a lot of people actually ditch. Is this really going to interrupt me? So after that bong has now gone off for about 15 times, you can see that I did opt to actually have my cup holders installed. Now this took a little bit of time and effort, but you can see that I haven't had to chop and change this console at all. And the next thing is to actually get some sort of cover to cover the actual mechanism here, because it looks a little bit bare and open. But you can see down there all the bolts that fit. This thing fits perfectly, and I'm kind of glad I went for the shorter one as well. And if you have been a subscriber of mine for a long time, you'll know that I used to have an R56 John Cooper Works Mini, and I had a CoolerWorx in that. And I had the full CoolerWorx, so it was a lot longer and taller than the one in here, but the shifting is more precise on the M240i, and the reason being, the gearbox is right below the console. Unlike the Mini, where you have linkages that go to the front of the engine, those linkages obviously have some play in them, so having a CoolerWorx on a rear-wheel drive car makes it way more engaging. But you guys have waited long enough. Let's hop in this thing, let's see what it's actually like to drive, and hopefully you guys will be as satisfied as I am with the gear changes that this M240i now has. Alright, it's time. We've got some lovely greasy slippery roads. We've got about 450 odd horsepower to the rear wheels with an LSD, which obviously is still not going to grip when we have greasy roads like this. But the main point of this video is to test out the CoolerWorx and see what this thing shifts like. So let's get straight into that. And like I mentioned, I had one of these on my Mini back in the day, and it was so much fun, but I didn't really keep the car long enough to fully enjoy it. I sold the car about 2 weeks after fitting the CoolerWorx, but now that we have this in the M240i, I'm looking to keep this for a long time. So first things first, let's get a start up and a few little revs. Because like I say in all my videos, it wouldn't be one of my videos if we didn't get a few little revs with the car that we're in. So let's put this thing in sport mode and see what it has to offer. Now you guys may notice that exhaust system sounds a little bit different. That will be coming up in a future video, so if you want to see that, now would be a brilliant time to hit the subscribe button. Okay, we're in neutral right now, clutch is in, we're going to go to first, and then we'll slowly drive, and I'll just be filming myself changing gears, so you guys can actually see what this thing is like driving in the car. So we're going to go to first now, handbrake down, and let's pull off from here. You will notice a little bit of extra road noise, purely because we don't actually have any cover on this section here, but I wanted to show you guys the full CoolerWorx as itself without putting the cover. So clutch into second. Just look at how short that is. You can imagine when you're pushing the car quite hard, how this thing will make such a big difference. And then we'll go to third now. It's so lovely. It's so short. I honestly love it. So one question you guys probably have is, the M240i, most of them come with rev matching. And this is one thing I was concerned about. I was thinking, well, if I fit this shifter, am I still going to have my auto rev matching? Which is one thing I kind of love and I hate, because I kind of lose the talent to heel and towing if you have it enabled, but it's also really handy, and the car doesn't mess it up. The car goes to exactly where it should be, which is perfect. But that's the question. Did I lose my rev matching when I fitted this CoolerWorx shifter? Well, let me show you guys. And the answer would be no. We can go to second now. And you guys would have been able to hear there that the car actually still rev matched. A little bit of a pull to third. Now to fourth. I'm going to go through the gears a little bit here, just for you guys to hear the mechanical noises, and I won't speak at all. So that's reverse. And then we have first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. This thing is amazing. Now this thing right here, I'm a big fan. Not just the fact I got it sent to me, but the fact that I've always wanted one of these on the BMW since having one on the Mini. And there's many different brands to choose from, but CoolerWorx, they had the best reviews and they just kind of had the longest kind of time engineering these compared to other shifters. And I was a big fan of them. And since having one on the Mini, I've wanted one on my BMWs for a long time. I wanted one on the 235i, and now I've got the 240, and I thought, well, I'm going to fit one to this for sure. Because you can't just baby this shifter around. It's made for either drifting or some crazy track use, and that is what I will be doing and putting this shifter to the test with in future videos. But for now, I couldn't be happier. This thing looks incredible. It goes with the whole interior of the M240i. We've got Alcantara pieces, we've got the black leather seats, we've got the Alcantara here, and then combined with the carbon fiber shifter, which blends into all the other carbon fiber on the car, I think it goes really well. So the next part is, what do we do about this cover? Because they do sell them and you can get one made, but I'm torn between keeping it open and being able to see all this mechanism or kind of covering it over a bit, because you can see that it looks a little bit messy down here, which I'm not the biggest fan of. But truthfully though, I probably will get an automatic for my next car. I'm eyeing up the OG M2 and the DCT in that for doing the Nürburgring and all that kind of next level stuff. The automatic box is incredible, but for now, with this CoolerWorx, it's definitely improved the driving feel of the car. The original BMW gearbox shifter, it was okay, but it's the same shifter that's used in the 218D or like a 220i. There was no jump up just because it's in a 240. So this CoolerWorx has now leveled up the game that much more. But we're not done with it yet. We've got a lot more to come with actually testing this shifter, but I haven't really put it through its paces today. We've done some steady driving up to maybe 50 miles an hour. We've done no track use with it or anything like that, but we have got that coming up soon. We've got Castle Combe, which is a UK racetrack. We've also got the Nürburgring trip booked already for this year. So if you want to see any of that, now would be a good time to subscribe. But I'm super happy. Hopefully you guys like this shifter as much as I do. If you do, then leave a comment so I know that we're on the same page, because this thing, in person, it's 10 times better as well. And there's a good point there when I say in person. This video isn't going to do it justice. And the reason I say that is I've watched countless CoolerWorx videos of people fitting them, especially a lot of YouTube shorts where they're just driving or doing a bit of drifting and stuff, and you think that looks cool. But until you actually own one in the car, that's when it becomes another level. I never knew how kind of precise the shifting was going to be until I've actually fitted it and had it on the car. But you guys didn't come here to hear me talk, so let's do a little bit more driving. Let's do a few more shifts in this thing so you guys can fully grasp how good this shifter is. Well, there we have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You'll have to let me know. Is the CoolerWorx a good mod? Would you fit it to your car? Or would you keep the OEM BMW linkage that has a lot of play, doesn't really know where it wants to go, and isn't really the best manual gearbox? Me personally, I'm in love with this CoolerWorx shifter right now. It is one of the best modifications that I fitted to this M240i in a long time. And truthfully, it makes the car addictive. I just want to hop in and drive it because it kind of feels more like a race car. Even though it's not, it gives me that vibe. So massive thank you to the guys at CoolerWorx for providing and making this shifter. Honestly, the quality is unmatched. You guys will not be disappointed. The quality is insane. The build structure is insane. The carbon fiber is real carbon fiber. They're not skimping out on anything. It's an unreal piece of equipment. So here is the big question. Would you guys fit one of these on your manual BMW, or would you rather just stick with the OEM BMW linkages? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed this video, you can give it a like so more people can see it. Apart from that, thank you guys so much for watching today. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye for now.